In the early days, we did our computing not at the University Computing Centre mainframe, because it was a Titan machine, I think, when I came here, which is ICL. So we did it on Fred Hoyle's Institute of Theoretical Astronomy, IBM 360, I think it was at the time. And then, so we used to have to carry, take, transport, whatever, huge card decks out to Madingley Road, where the theoretical astronomy building was. And we did that probably for 5 years, I suspect. Then the university, in its wisdom, decided to get a huge IBM mainframe, and we gradually changed over to using their service. But again, we still had to carry huge volumes of cards, magnetic tapes and so on up and down Tennis Court Road. It was a regular, several times a day, walk or bike ride or drive, until of course we got VAX machines, which we were then able to accommodate within the centre itself, or within the chemistry, our rooms in chemistry, towards the end of the 90s. So for a long time, sorry, towards the end of the 80s. So for a long time, we were dependent upon computing resources at a distance. When we were working at Madingley Road, we were actually, Institute of Theoretical Astronomy were kind enough to give us some space to do our corrections to our programs and punch a few cards. And they set us up in a hut. It was a wooden hut which had once housed I think some sort of astronomical equipment, because it was exactly lined east-west or north-south, I can't remember which now. And there was a line through it which we sat across, which was I think, yeah, it was the east-west line. So we had this hut for 3 or 4 years, where some of us would go out 9 o'clock in the morning with our card decks and not reappear for several days, which was quite worrying to the rest of the staff, who thought we'd just disappeared. But the hut was actually very, very useful. And it meant we could get much quicker turnaround than if we had to drive all the way back to chemistry, edit a few cards, and then drive all the way back to theoretical astronomy. So we were very grateful to ultimately, presumably, to Fred Hoyle, but very grateful to the astronomy staff for accommodating us in that way. And we enjoyed it. We were surrounded by sheep, which was an excellent way to work.